I would bet my bottom dollar that every now and then you kind of inherit cases of people that have either tried to do it themselves through the consulate or maybe through another company, and you have to salvage these cases and kind of sort it all out. Yeah. Would that be number one mistake for everyone, that they don't work with Polaron?
Yes, you are right. It happens quite often, which, is not a problem. So if you have some problems with your Czech citizenship application, definitely contact us and we will be happy to help you. But the main mistake people make when applying for Czech citizenship, I think it's that your documents are not in order, I would say, or not in the form the Czech government requires. So because the Czech government, when, for example, have documents from your own country, they require some kind of additional verification, such as an apostille or super legalization, and so on. And also they require translation, but not every translation is actually accepted by the Czech government. So it's pretty tricky, I would say. Consulate or embassy can help you, but sometimes they are also, for example, they have a lot of things to do, so they just give us, they just give you some basic information, and so there can be a problem of this kind for sure. So, but that's pretty easy to fix usually, right? We just need to do this additional verification, do the translation, and so on. Another problem can be that the people, because there is a few ways how you can be eligible for Czech citizenship, few different sections of the citizenship law. And sometimes the mistake is that the clients are applying, or people are applying according to different sections. That they are eligible actually. So they are eligible, they just fill out the wrong form.
Not for that particular thing.
So that's really just a small mistake, a small detail, but it makes a huge difference because the outcome will be negative actually.
So if you apply, so the Czech government won't say, hey, you have applied for the wrong thing, but we'll give it to you anyway. They'll give you, they reject you, and then you have to reapply. Yeah.
It depends who will get it on the desk. Because a lot of officials are very helpful and actually inform the applicant that they were applying according to wrong section and they could change it to different section and so on. But sometimes they will just receive the negative decision, and they don't know what to do with that, right? Because and it's just a small detail, and they could be eligible according to another section. So in this case, it's also very useful to actually get some advice, so you know how to do that. And other mistake I think is that people sometimes think that it will be quite fast process, which is not true, unfortunately. It usually takes several months, sometimes up to a year, and in some very complicated unique cases it's even more than a year. So a year is a timeline you should consider,
At least
if you have time or not. It's not a time-consuming process, but it's still waiting for something. For example, you apply for documents, then waiting to receive them back. You submit the application, then waiting for the Czech government to decide. So it takes a lot of waiting, so we need to be patient.
And of course, we tell people that, but I guess some people hear what they want to hear, or they think, oh, maybe in my case it'll be faster. But the reality is that as helpful as everybody is, there's still that process we have to go through. And sometimes the delays are the client ends because they cannot get their birth certificate certified in a correct way or whatever it may be. So all of that adds up. So whilst we try and streamline all of that, sometimes it's not up to us. So we tell people to be patient, but some people are not patient, right?
Yeah, I think it's normal. So we need to explain it every time. And but it's good to know it from in advance that it won't take 3 weeks or 6 weeks. It will rather be like 6, 9 months or even 12 months.
Yeah. So one other common mistake, I guess, is not to rely on you, because you are, in fact, quite an expert. And I think, all the feedback that I've ever got was that you really are, firstly, very passionate about what you do, but also have the client outcomes at the forefront of everything, because we know that sometimes people have life plans related to, to the citizenship, So do not make the mistake of not contacting Jakub. Yeah, is that right? Is that the biggest mistake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably is.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much for your time. And again, as always, we encourage people to contact us either here in Melbourne or Jakub in the Czech Republic if you want to know any more information about your eligibility or anything else to do with Czech or Slovak citizenship.
Thank you very much, Eva.
Brilliant.